Mr. Speaker, this is mandatory. So I want to draw your attention and the attention of this House to the utterances made by General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who happens to be CDF. First, that after his father is a president, no civilian will be a president in Uganda. But two, I hear people who are jeering. Two, that as a CDF, he has now endorsed the NRM chairman for the next presidential elections. These two issues go against the core principles of this constitution, that a CDF, a military officer, is endorsing a candidate of a political party. But two is also issuing threats that no civilian will be a president after his father. So the procedural issue I am raising, Mr. Speaker, that the army will not allow, is whether the Minister of Defense must not be asked to account for these statements. We have UPDF officers who are here. Most of the time they are be quiet. They fear to tarnish the name of UPDF. But there is one who consistently breaking all the limitations in the Constitution. So, Mr. Speaker, the procedural issue, because we took the same oath. You remember, even before you became a Deputy Speaker, we all took the same oath and made an undertaking, we shall protect the Constitution. The constitutional order is being overthrown when we are looking on. So Mr. Speaker, can you, using your power, ask government to explain why a particular UPDF officer can be allowed to overthrow the Constitution, announce which candidate to support, and issuing threat to civilian that he will not allow, or the army will not allow a civilian to be president in Uganda?
Thank you. Attorney General.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. I appreciate the matters raised by the Honourable MP Semuju. One, I want to say that Article 208, which says UPDF shall be subject to civilian authority, does not take away a right to have an opinion, freedom of expression, the rights and freedoms enshrined in Article.
No, Honorable colleagues, honorable colleagues, here we receive opinions. Whether you accept it or not, whether popular or unpopular, this is where someone should stand up freely, okay, and speak. So let's give the Attorney General a chance. He submits, then you can rebuttal. Yes, but now if you don't want him to speak, if you don't want him to express his opinion, and you remember a honorable member has asked me that I should ask government, and I've asked government. This is the chief advisor of government. Where else would I go? So please, Honorable Attorney General, complete your point.
Chapter 4 of the Constitution is one in which the Bill of Rights is enshrined. And at no time does the Constitution tell us that Article 208 ousts Chapter 4 of the Constitution. Being a military man does not put you outside the ambits of Chapter 4 of the Constitution. You retain the right to express yourself. You retain the right to form an opinion. It would be different. It would be different if he was ferrying ballot papers and voter materials for a particular party. And even then, if he has to do it for security purposes under the circumstances, each case would be adjudged based on its facts. I beg to submit.
Thank you. Since we allowed the Attorney General, we can also hear from the Shadow Attorney General.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. All along I thought I went to the same law school with my learned friend until today. Well, I'm not saying that I'm disappointed because he has expressed his opinion, but I think it is vulgarizing a very important matter which Honorable Semuju has raised. That a serving military officer who is at the helm of the UPDF currently comes up and makes statements which not only contravene Article 208 of the Constitution, but also the UPDF Act itself. And an Attorney General comes and defends that kind of conduct as part of the freedoms of expression and opinion, well knowing that some freedoms are subject to the law.
Just sorry for interruption, Honorable Nwagaba. Some of us, are not in social media and all that. Where are these statements? Because there are things being referred to. No, because it seems there are statements which some people have read, some of us have not read. If one could lay it on the table, it would help some of us. Okay? Yes. No, I'm just asking honestly. Because if we take it that everyone is on social media waiting for statements and all that, okay? So if we can lay on table, Honorable Soro, you want to lay your phone on table?
Yes, Right Honourable Speaker. I want to lay my phone, which has the Twitter official accounts of the CDF.
Please lay, describe your phone and lay. But just Honorable Segon has said he wants freedom.
Honourable Speaker, you know, under the same constitution, a person is innocent until he pleads guilty or until he is found to be guilty. When you passed over the mantle to the executive, and the executive owned up as a fact but defended on the law, I was relieved. The executive, which you were asking to respond, I had expected them to say we shall investigate, but because they knew, they did not undertake to investigate. But owing to the seriousness of this matter, Mr. Speaker, I thought, with your guidance, that the right way of dealing with this would be to refer the matter to an investigation, irrespective of who is involved, because it is about our life, it is about the safety of everybody in this country. It is a matter that should be investigated. I went to the same law school, not only law school, but same high school with the Honorable Attorney General Kafuuzi. I am not disappointed, because one core thing we were taught is to express the opinion. And the Supreme Court of this land has ruled in Andrew Mwenda and Charles Onyango, both versus Attorney General, that a person has the right to express even a wrong opinion. I was going to say, outside Parliament, I say even a stupid opinion. But fearing you where you're seated, Mr. Speaker, I opted to refrain. My appeal to you, sir, and to this House, for the safety of this country and everybody, is subject this one investigation so that we have my brother Kainerugaba to also say I said, I did not say, I was not in my usual moods or something else. So we give him a right to defend himself.
Thank you.
I thank you.
Honorable colleagues, the UPDF has its code of conduct, has its disciplinary procedures. If any member of the UPDF violates their code of conduct, they are subjected to their disciplinary. I have seen generals going there. I have seen senior officers going there. So I don't want Parliament to turn itself into an investigative body where before the institution can utilize its own mechanisms in case there was a problem. In case there was a problem. So really, I am not going to be referring this matter to a committee for investigation. We have a lot of business to handle here. Let us leave institutions to handle theirs.